Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bow Life. This week, it's a little bit different. We are introducing a couple of new guys to you. Hunter Hogan, Chris Hammond, I shoot on tour with, they're competitive archers, incredible shots. They're also bow hunters and killers. And so we talked a little bit this past off season. We thought, why not? You guys are doing this anyway. Let's try to get it on film and put it out there for all you guys to see. First, we're diving in with Hunter Hogan from Missouri. Hunts public land out there and kills big ones every year. So we're gonna hop right in with him. He's chasing a giant deer he calls Picket.
Just got here to the bluff, 6:45, red moon called for 6:06, a deer moving. And as soon as we got here, we saw Picket on his feet, so he's right here. We're getting some film of him. And man, he looks good. He is a typical 7x6, decent mass, decent width, but his main beams and tines are just monstrous. He is just a absolute gorgeous Missouri public land buck, so hopefully we get a chance at him opening. I've been watching him the last 3 or 4 nights from up here on the red moon, and he's been coming out and hitting the same batch every day. And the cool thing about this deer is usually in this Missouri river bottom, they stay in the CRP and feed in the corn and beans. And there is one lone tree out here in the middle of this on the levee. And we're going to be able to get stands in there. So if we play our cards right and really be careful not to get busted out of that tree, I've seen him cross right underneath it several times. So that's going to be a huge advantage for us out here in this river bottom, because usually you have to do like a spot and stock or figure out where they're bedding and do a ground assault like you would out west. So hopefully we get a shot at him from the tree stand. But him and his little buddy are right here, and we're getting some great film of them right now, so fingers crossed.
So Hunter's chasing this giant typical that he calls Picket, and just like any scenario where you're hunting public ground, these deer are pressured and you're having to deal with people and all sorts of different things. But Hunter's staying after it. He's actually got a couple different places that he knows Picket likes to live, so hopefully his hard work and all of his scouting is going to pay off.
Alright guys, it's September 18th, evening. It's hot out today, again. About 90, 92 degrees, so we're about to go sit the stand tonight and watch a couple corn patches that Picket has been going into. So we're headed in now, and we're going to set up and see what happens. So wish us luck.
So Hunter is hunting what he thinks to be this big typical secondary bedding area, and he's not knowing really what to expect when all of a sudden the little buck that Picket had been hanging with stands up, and he knows that this big typical is close, and sure enough, it doesn't take long, just a couple minutes, and that big frame appears and he's coming right in.
my God, he's a giant. Dude, we're totally ready for a spot and stock. We just filmed with our spot and stock setup. We don't even have it on the camera arm or nothing. We had no idea he was bedded within 100 yards from us. And he walked out. The last spot I ranged him was 86. And as I was setting my sight, he took another step, so I put it on 87. That may be why I was tick high. He's probably 86 and a half. Let's go.
Congrats, Hunter, on a stud public land buck. I grew up hunting public land. I know how much work and homework you have to do to put your hands on a giant like that, so congrats, man. I know your work ethic because I know you personally, and I know you're going to continue to kill big bucks out there every year.
Yeah, that got long and everything. Let's go. It is September 18th, and we just got it done here on Missouri public land in 92 degrees. We named this buck Picket. He looks like a picket fence. Nice 7x6 mature deer, and we finally got it done on him. We've been hunting him hard, and I've been watching him all year since he first sprouted horns. So we got him patterned and found his first home and his secondary home when he gets pushed out, and we actually killed him out of his secondary home at 87 yards tonight, and Schwacker put him down. So we're extremely happy, and I'm glad to be tagged out early here in Missouri. Super grateful, super blessed. Glad to be sitting behind this deer right here.
Congrats again, Hunter, on an awesome public land Missouri whitetail. Way to stay after it and put in the work. In the beginning of this episode, I talked to you guys about another guy named Chris Hammond. Chris Hammond is one of my favorite human beings. I've known him for a long time. He's one of my great friends. But Chris is not only one of my good friends and a great archer, he is an incredible hunter and a killer from Oklahoma. Chris is after two bucks. One's a giant 7-pointer, and another one is a huge deer with crazy mass that he calls Big B. On November 21st, Chris has the hunt of a lifetime, and luckily for us, he self-filmed the entire thing. Chris shoots a 7, no other deer have a clue. They're just walking around, have no idea what happened. He knows the other buck he's after, Big B, is close. In Oklahoma, you get 2 buck tags, so he just stays quiet, gives us the thumbs up, and gets tucked back in, and he's hoping that Big B makes an appearance. So Chris smokes the big 7-point. He runs off, no other deer have a clue, so Chris just stays quiet. And like 20 minutes later, the giant he's been hunting, Big B, steps out, and when he sees him, he's already in bow range.
Bap. Meh. Meh. Meh.
I think I just tagged out on the big 7.5-year-old deer, and Big B, another 7.5-year-old deer. Oklahoma rifle season. Oh my gosh.
Man, right next to a big scrape. Unbelievable night, guys. Unbelievable night. Oh my goodness. Look at this. And would you look at this? I don't even know if I can do this, but 2 unbelievable deer. Oh my goodness. This V3, man, it is so quiet that I shot this deer. He bounded off. All the deer just stayed. They just stayed there, stayed put. He fell over dead down in this ditch, and I think that's why I got lucky, is because he fell out of sight. And then even after I shot Big B, 2 deer were standing there just looking at me. It's just such a quiet bow, and man, I can't wait to get my hands on that V3X. This is the 31, so I'm gonna get my hands on that 33, and oh goodness. All right, guys, these are my 2 Oklahoma bucks, 2021. My son just killed 2 days ago, so we're a wrap. Try to get my wife a deer, and then I still got a Kansas tag. So what a year. See you later, guys.
I feel so blessed to run in the circle of friends that I do. Not only are they great people, but they're great hunters, great archers that I can bounce ideas off of and learn from, to be honest with you. And I'm so glad that I got to introduce a couple of those guys to you in Hunter Hogan and Chris Hammond. Great human beings, great hunters, great shots. And congrats to both of them on incredible deer, incredible hunting seasons. Thank you guys all for watching this week. We'll see you next time.